like this, and I'd be in companies and I'd think, my gosh, like these people are dead. Why don't they see it? You know, I'd see people my age, and I didn't understand why they weren't excited, why like that, you know, that flicker of life in their eye was gone. It's because of their dreams. They didn't believe they could reach them anymore. They'd been beat up by life so many times, so many disappointments. You know, you got to pick yourself up again and again and again and again every single day. I've been through a whole bunch of them. But you know what? All those disappointments, all those failures, all those things create the person that you deserve to be, the person that can create whatever they want in life. And when Lavelle came along, I knew it was my time. It was a 30-second conversation, and I knew my life was going to change forever. I attacked this thing like unlike anything I've ever done, not from a work standpoint. I've always worked hard. The difference was I believed it in my gut. I believed it with everything in me, and it changed my life. This song, you know, it reminds me when he's saying, look, nobody's getting in my way. Nobody is going to stop me from doing what I want to do in life. Because at the end of the day, all the people that are against you, all the people that tell you you're not good enough, I mean, it could have been your 4th grade teacher and you're still holding that stuff inside your head. It could even have been one of your parents. You know, honestly, my dad was always one of those people that no matter how great something was, there was always a but, there was always a holdback. Weirdest thing, he died in February of 2013. I knew that financial abundance was on its way. It was the weirdest thing. It was like that hold of him telling me those things. July of 2013 is when I signed up with Lavelle. And I knew it was the opportunity. But I'm going to bring up Chris Collins. This guy's become like a brother to me. A lot of passion. When we first started, I'd be like, Chris, you cannot put that shit on Facebook, man. I'm going to tell you that. You cannot say that. I'd be like, oh, you know, but the thing that I always respected about him is that he's super passionate. Even now he'll call me and he's just fired up, like wanting to fight. You know, and it's okay. I'm a pretty mellow guy, so it's like we work it out. It's all good, but you know, he has fought for this, you know, and that his journey started a long time ago with fighting for that. But I'm going to bring him up, and it's pretty much going to close this out, and then we just have one more thing. So guys, just pay. You know, we're almost done, so we'll be getting going here soon. So, Chris, come on, buddy. I seriously watched that video. I'm not kidding you when I say 500 times. 500 times in the last month. I've watched it every day because I didn't want to ball my head off. And here I like look over and Chris is crying. It's like become a big baby in this business.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, Chris.
Thank you.
Swear at him or something.
Has anybody ever felt not good enough? Bullshit. Put your hands up.
You're good enough.
Got it, Chris. You got it.
Chris.
When Mike told me about this company, I was the pyramid scheme guy. We almost fought over it a couple times, actually. And when he told me, this is going to change your life, I didn't believe it. Because I didn't believe it myself. I've never been a money-driven person because I've never known what money is. Ever. I was very, very poor. Very, very poor. When I was 1, my family was poor because my father was a drug addict. When I was 1.5, he came to Las Vegas and he killed himself. So I did my best by having a mom and a mom. When I found out I was going to be a dad, it scared the hell out of me. See, I never really cared what anybody thought about me. I hid a lot of insecurity behind tattoos so I could be the tough guy. Is there any parents in the room? When I held my daughter for the first time, something happened. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When I got my first phone call from the very first life I ever changed in this company, something also happened. Pretty close. Nothing will ever be as good as my daughter, but pretty close. I knew right then and there, everybody in the world needs to feel that feeling. If you can't be a parent, you can at least be responsible for changing somebody's life. This company, as stupid as I thought it was in the beginning, has built my daughter a future that most will never understand. If you're gonna do this, and you're not gonna give it 100%, why are you doing it? Seriously. If you're sitting out in the audience and you've got like 6 or other little MLMs on the side and you're like, well, I'll just get a little bit from home. No, you won't. That's like having 6 husbands or wives and saying, I'll give a little bit to everyone. It's like, hell yes, let's do that. This video, this inspirational video, when Mike sent it to me, I was almost asleep, and he's like, hey man, you want to talk? And I was like, not really. He's like, I want to show you this video. When I watched it, I was laying in my bed and I cried. I've become a huge ball baby in this company. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Let's play the honesty game. How many people give it 100% every single day? I want everyone to look around right now. Don't stick your hand up now because someone's looking at you. There's about 4 hands out of what, 700 here? 4 hands give 100%. How many people know they need to give it 100% if they want a life to change? So why don't we do it? Does anybody know why? My best example of why we don't do it is because we all use the word try. Who here has tried something in their life? Oh yeah? Who's bold enough to answer the question? Good deal. You. What have you tried? Tried what?
Tried many things.
Give me an example.
Getting through college.
Tried getting through college. Did you get through college or did you not get through college?
I did not finish college.
Okay, so you did not get through college. What did you try? Aha! Who else tried something? What'd you try? In the pink. What'd you try? You gotta yell.
Succeeding with,
Try what?
What another
Did you succeed? So you failed. What did you try? You guys starting to see the concept here? Try is a make-believe word for people that want to give a shot at something but not give it 100%. And then they use the word try to justify it in their mind somewhere so they can say, you know what, it just wasn't for me. Bullshit. You didn't try hard enough. Or the company sucked. Try is a fake word. Try should be removed from the dictionary. You either do it or you don't. End of story. End of story. When I met Casey Carter, it was right about the time I wanted to quit this business, and I had called Mike and called him every name in the book. I hate you, this sucks, I don't know how you make money, I'm horrible, this is bullshit, I'm done. He said, Chris, your attitude sucks, click. That made it even better. Like Mike said, I remember when I was sitting in Carl's Jr., I drove by there the other night actually, I was following my brother and I looked over at Carl's Jr. and I cried. I was sitting in the corner and that's the moment I got on the phone with Casey Carter and he promised me he was going to do so many huge things in this company and I'm like, what an idiot. Everyone that ever says that does nothing. And for 4 months, Casey Carter did nothing. So I trapped him at a gas station, or a grocery store, thank you. You know this story, huh? And I gave him product. And what we all know is that the product does everything we need it to do.
Yes, yes.
Watching Casey talk makes me cry. Watching my brother talk makes me cry. Thinking about where my life was for the first 32 years of existence makes me cry. How many people out there genuinely had a plan? When I'm 25, I'm going to be this. When I'm 30, I'm going to be this. By the time I'm 50, I'm going to be this. How many of you have hit that plan? Again, look around. It's funny, but it's not. See, we all want it, right? We all want to be millionaires. If you say you don't, you... So why can't you do it? That's a loaded question because the answer is you can. You just don't know how. With me, I saw Mike, I knew it was possible. I listened to Mike, I did what he did. I didn't ask it, I didn't question it, I didn't need to understand it. I followed what he did. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is there any nurses or doctors in the room? Anybody want to? You ever saved a life? It feels good, doesn't it? Who else has saved a life in this room? I bet a lot more than you think. Because not too many people will own up and say, hey, you changed my life. I had a gun in my mouth yesterday, and today I have a smile on my face. You'd be surprised. This product does what this product does because it works, because Paul and Jason care. And the only way that we can take their care is if we care. And if we care, then we can change the world. And that's a fact. But we have to believe in ourselves. We have to figure out why we're doing this. Why are you doing this? There's a lot of parents in the room. Do you guys want their future solidified beyond your existence? Absolutely. I know you do because I do. So why aren't we giving it 100%? What's the excuse? Why? I'm a nobody. A year ago, if you saw me in the street, you would do like everybody else did. You'd turn your head, you'd take your children. I've never in my life... Has anybody ever been walking their child down the beach and you see the guy walking his pit bull right towards you and you're like, I'm just going to walk across the street? You guys know what I'm talking about? When you're a human being and a mother walks her child across the street because you're walking towards them, that'll make you think. That's what I've dealt with my whole life. Because if I got Rosella's memo about being here and what we represented, I could have just showed up naked and everyone would see exactly what I'm talking about. There's ink everywhere and people judge. Why do we judge? What gives us the right to judge in the first place?
Amen. Amen.
So now we flip that. Why are you allowed to judge who you think should be a promoter or who you think should be a customer? Why isn't it just about the freedom of choice anymore? We have a system that's so incredibly brilliant to follow because it filters people where they want to go, not where we think they should go. And as soon as I stopped realizing I didn't run this wasn't my company, these were my friends, absolutely, and I knew how I could talk to my friends. But I didn't know they didn't want to listen.